The 2022 Valencia Half Marathon did not disappoint. With a very flat course that only has about 18 meters of elevation change through the 13.1 miles, fast times are without a doubt going to take place. In the men's race, there was a stacked field which included prior winners of this race, such as Kibiwott, who won the 2019 edition, and Kibiwott Kandie, who won the 2020 edition in a world record time of 57:32. That world record lasted a year before it was broken by Jacob Kibiwott in the Lisbon Half Marathon in 2021 by just 1 second. Sebastian Sawi, whose impressive personal best of 58 minutes and 2 seconds, was someone with the speed to compete for the win. In the women's elite race, this year the race was open to several athletes with the possibility of winning the race. Konstanze Klosterhalfen was not returning in 2022. Kandie became the first woman to go under 64 minutes and 63 minutes in the same race. 62 minutes and 52 seconds would be the finishing time in the 2021 Valencia Half Marathon, and going into the 2022 race, it is hard to see anyone come anywhere close to that. The women's race was not expected to go after the world record because the performance from 2021 was one of a kind. Valencia Half Marathon has developed a reputation as one of the fastest races in the world. Athletes who want to run fast, this is the race to take part in because with such a flat course, it allows for great speed. If you ever have the chance to run this race, I would say you will have a great opportunity to PB. People go to Valencia to run fast. In the men's elite race, they would go out in the first 5K in 13 minutes and 57 seconds, which put them 19 seconds behind of world record pace. Clearly, the world record was not the priority, winning the race was. The pace was slowed down through the second 5K, and the men crossed in 27 minutes and 48 seconds, and were now 32 seconds behind world record pace. Pacemaker dropped out by this point, and now it was up to the 6 remaining men in the lead group to take over the pacing duties. Without hesitation, Kandie takes control of the race by leading the men and the pace. While on the women's side, the 10K split shows just how fast the world record performance in 2021 was. The women crossed in 31 minutes and 8 seconds and put them 1 minute and 20 seconds behind the blazing pace that Kandie set in 2021. The Valencia Half Marathon has loaded fields in both the men's and women's elite races. Put that together, and that means fast elite athletes plus a fast course equals fast times. Another factor that is interesting is that as shoe technology continues to improve, times continue to get faster. Out of the top 25 men's and top 25 women's half marathon times, only 2 have come before 2017. Nike introduced the Vaporfly Next Percent in 2017, and from that point on, records have fallen left and right. From 5K road races all the way up to the marathon, all the world records have been broken, and some by incredible margins. Kandie has had some strong performances through 2022, including a 26:50 10K on the roads in April and a 27:33 win at the Kenyan World Champs on the track at altitude in June. Kibiwott has run 12 minutes 52 seconds and 26 minutes and 49 seconds on the track this year. His last half marathon was the 2019 Valencia Half Marathon, where he won in a time of 59 minutes and 5 seconds. Kibiwott and his 3:47 speed in the mile makes him a runner to never count out, because if any of that speed is translated into the half marathon distance, it could be very hard for anyone to match it. As expected, both Kandie and Kibiwott are within the lead pack for a big portion of the 2022 race. A statement before the race stated, "World records cannot be achieved every year." You can never know when a world record will take place, but you can have an idea based on the athletes competing. Both the men's and women's races should still be super competitive. For the men, Kibiwott Kandie led the way with former world record personal best of 57 minutes and 32 seconds. Sebastian Sawi, the next fastest in 58:02, and 3 other guys with personal best times under 59 minutes. Vikory Chepnegino led the women with her personal best of 65 minutes and 3 seconds, followed by Margaret Kipkemboi, whose personal best is 65:26. Kenya's Vikory Chepnegino went into the race with the fastest personal best over the distance, but the favorite to win the race was Margaret Kipkemboi. She finished 4th and 3rd in the 5K and 10K at the World Championships. Konstanze Klosterhalfen, who will be called Coco as printed on her bib, was making her debut with a solid track background with speed that can transition to the roads. She won the 5K at the European Championships earlier this year on home soil. From the start of the race, Coco remained with the ladies in the front and in the middle of a bunch of guys running a similar pace. Coco led the way for the women, which still included several athletes. 36 minutes and 30 seconds into the race, this is the moment in which Kibiwott Kandie decides to make his move and drop the remaining guys. Within a minute, he is meters ahead of the guys in the chase pack behind him. Kandie made his move, and the 15K split proved the pace was picked up. 41 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock, and that would put him just 21 seconds behind the world record pace, and his projected finishing time was now 58 minutes and 1 second. He was now 10 seconds ahead of Kibiwott and the two remaining guys. On the women's side, the world record was way out of reach, as they were about 2 minutes behind pace and just a few ladies remained in the lead group. In the men's race, Kibiwott Kandie was running away and en route to win the Valencia Half Marathon once again. Coco was still leading the women's race, but she was not alone and still had work to do if she wanted to win her first half marathon race. Kandie lost some speed going into the 20K mark, as his pace would now put him 36 seconds behind with a projected finish of 58 minutes and 9 seconds. Watching Kibiwott Kandie dominate in this race is almost like watching Eliud Kipchoge in the marathon. He proves to be a very elite half marathon competitor that is somehow able to just go when he wants to. His world record was beaten by 1 second by none other than Jacob Keplimo, and I would bet that Kandie wants to regain his record. The clock ticks away and sub 58 is out of the picture, but Kibiwott Kandie goes on to run one of the fastest half marathons in 2022 with an official time of 58 minutes and 11 seconds. Yomif Kibiwott is the runner-up this time and improves on his time from 2019 with a 58.32. Coco continued to lead the women's race by just a few seconds. Her pace was just a little too fast for Graba Salama, and she would head into the home stretch in her half marathon debut as the winner. Her official time clocked 1 hour, 5 minutes and 46 seconds, and runner-up Graba Salama finished just 5 seconds later. My predictions prior to the race were that the men's winner would finish around the 58-minute mark. Most of you guys voted for Kandie to win the race, and that would be correct. I predicted the women's race would be a bit quicker than it turned out, finishing around 64 minutes and 30 seconds, but that was a bit off. You guys had Margaret Kipkenboy as the winner, but she finished in 5th, with Coco taking the title. Thanks for watching the highlights of the 2022 Valencia Half Marathon. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button, leave your comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more running content. I'll see you in the next one.